Outside Murray. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now here's Wagner. Banked it in off the glass.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Yep, that one's good. The Magic have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Wagner outside. Banchero surveys. Inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
And here's Denver. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now here's Murray, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Here's Banchero. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Peyton Watson.
When you're the #1 pick, like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. Apollo is well-grounded. Got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Well, granted, 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
This is exactly what an MVP candidate looks like. Jokic can carry the team, yet totally unselfish.
And they call an illegal screen here. And a look at the stats for Desmond Bane.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Outside Jones. Pass to Jokic. And here's Watson. Plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Bane. Pass to Carter. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Suggs, no good. Denver leading by 3. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Drills it from deep.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Banchero. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr. is tough as they come.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Versatility is what Wendell Carter Jr. brings to your squad. He has offensive game both inside and outside. And on the other end, he gets the job done using his size. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. Number 1, the Magic.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
Pass to Carter. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero outside. Doesn't go that time. Excellent defense there from Watson. And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. 7-point differential. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
From deep, Banchero. The rebound by Murray. The Nuggets lead by 9. Outside Watson. Jokic up top. Up and over Carter. And no good, trying to use the glass. Magic trail by 9. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Black outside. Here's Wagner. Launches a 3. Orlando again missing. Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Now Jokic, defended by Wagner. Outside Watson, 3-pointer. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Wagner, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. To snap the cold streak. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game? And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Different look for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Nikola Jokic, and Hardaway is subbed in for Johnson. And a change for the Magic. De Silva's checked in for Franz Wagner. The free throw drops for Bane. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You could see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finalists.
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, Seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Carter, the pass to Bane. Back to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Murray up top. Black defending. Valanciunas down low. Carter's there. Murray's shot is good.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Banchero outside. Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Bane. Valanciunas with a rebound. Denver leading by 14. Now Murray. 12 points for him. Valanciunas passes to Murray. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Black. Outside Bane. Back to Black. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Bane, no good. And here's Murray. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Guys, back to you."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Carter finds Banchero. And he lobs it up top. Carter, good. Carter's got 10.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Now here's Murray. Black defending. Pass to Watson. Now here's Valanciunas. Outside Murray. Takes the 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Bane surveying the D. The 3. The ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Orlando making some changes. Latase's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. De Silva comes in for Wagner. There's 25 seconds left now in the first quarter. Lataze a screen on Murray. 6 to shoot. And Lataze throws it down.
Kept his head up the whole time right there, and Black able to find his teammate.
Murray with it. He's got 15. A nice shot by Watson.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for Denver. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Denver. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Anthony Black. Goga Bitadze is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And the basket by Bane.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Now here's Brown. Outside Jones. The three is up. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Watson passes to Valanciunas. And here's Brown for three. Good work defensively by Black. Magic trail by 20. And another basket for Orlando.
I'd like to see Black hunt his shots. He can shoot the basketball and do damage from mid-range when he's aggressive.
Outside Jones. Here's Valanciunas. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
From deep, Bane on target from range. Bane's got 7 points.
Well, Bane will just about live on the arc if you let him. He's got a pretty consistent stroke.
Outside Watson. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Jones. Denver moving it around. Valanciunas down low. Bitadze covering. Good work there as it goes. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Cam Johnson comes in for Jones. And it's Pickett in for Hardaway. And a change for the Magic. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Isaac. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Black outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pass to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Fires the three. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Brown. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Suggs. 26 points for him last game against New York.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
5 to shoot. Here's Bane. There's the block. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Watson. Batadze against Jokic. Denver needs to get off a shot. Johnson for three. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And, you know, that vision from the 6'10" center, very impressive. Jokic is a wizard as a passer.
Suggs, the pass to Batadze. And Batadze throws it down.
High-value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
The Nuggets lead by 23, making a name for himself. Goga Batadze. What do you like about him, Clark?
Well, you start with that wingspan and his basketball IQ. I mean, anytime he's near the rim, he's a problem at both ends. He's got a knack for scoring the ball in the paint. And again, you just can't overlook that size and length.
Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver. Suggs surveys the D. Now Batadze. And Batadze throws it down.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Outside Watson. Outside Johnson. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got 9 points.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. Denver in second.
Well, you've got to love the shot selection lately. I mean, this team, the ball is finding the open man.
For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Suggs finds Bane to the middle. It's tipped. Batadze against Jokic from deep. Bane. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Outside, Brown. Jokic in the post. Working on Batadze. Man, count it. Now 5 for 7.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Bane. From outside the arc. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Jokic in the post. Batadze covering. Got him in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Brown against Suggs. Outside Bane. Can they get it? Bane with another miss.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Now Brown. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Denver moving it around. Great D that time from Banchero.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Suggs outside. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Brown. Here's Jokic. This one for 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight. Banchero outside. Shoots over Johnson. Orlando again missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Back to Brown. Jokic against Batadze. Jokic, no good.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bane, the pass to Banchero. To end the drought. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And this is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Pass to Watson. Here's Pickett. He's covered by Suggs. Brown passes to Jokic. Over Batase. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jokic has got 17 points.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
And when you have a multiple MVP like Nikola Jokic, there's pressure to put him in position to win it all, Clark.
Certainly agree with you there, B.A. Widely regarded as the best player on the planet, Jokic has the capacity to will them to victory single-handedly, but ideally, he shouldn't have to. He needs some additional reinforcement to complement his greatness.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batase. And the Nuggets call time here. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Najee, he's checked in for Watson. Jones comes in for Johnson. Hardaway's checked in for Pickett, and Jamal Murray is subbed in for Brown.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
You know, one of the things you love about Banchero, he shows you his passion for the game. He brings great effort every night, and he's a guy his teammates love playing with.
Jones, the pass to Jokic. Here's Najee. Hardaway on the wing. Here's the three. Rebounded by Suggs.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Banchero. Fires for three. The rebound by Murray.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Jokic with a screen on Bane. Murray passes to Jokic, and it's good for two. 19 points for Nikola Jokic.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
Pass to Carter. 1:16 left in the first half. Bane, the pass to Carter. Over Jokic. Carter can't get it to go.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Suggs against Murray. Outside Hardaway. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got assist number 7 tonight. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Now here's Bane, defended by Hardaway. Pulls up on the wing. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Murray against Suggs. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Jokic for three. Knocks down the triple. Jokic has got 24.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. All right, fellas, time to discuss what we've seen so far from Nikola Jokic. What a first half he's put in.
The Joker is taking over, one of the most skilled big guys we've ever seen. Almost as skilled as you, Kenny.
No, I wouldn't say me. I would say Ernie's got the deep skill set on his own. And if you're talking about superstars, Ernie Johnson belongs on that list.
Man, guys, you're making me blush. But keep going. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Denver is shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Jamal Murray out there with Johnson. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Jones in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for David Adelman. Shot clock at 6. Right at the free throw line, Orlando grabs the miss. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Banchero against Johnson. Here's Suggs. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Denver. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you, Brian.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too, and he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
Wagner inside, working on Jones. They get it again. Great D that time from Jokic. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Suggs against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Up and over Carter. Jokic, no good. The Magic have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. To the paint. Banchero against Murray. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 6.
Slick move that time by Banchero. Easy to see why he's a former #1 overall pick.
Murray against Suggs. Now here's Johnson. He's closely guarded. To the inside. And there's Jokic on the assist by Johnson. Jokic has got 6 here in the quarter.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Carter, a screen on Johnson. Down low. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Suggs with it. Checked by Murray. To the middle. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Pass to Watson. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic against Carter. Good on the bucket. 32 points for Nikola Jokic.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Carter finds Banchero. Suggs outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Denver. Watson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray against Suggs. Murray passes to Jones. Murray, a screen on Banchero. Back to Murray. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Again, Denver scores.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Suggs with it. He's got 6. Here's Banchero. And the layup is good. Banchero's got 10 points in the game.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Suggs against Murray. To the paint. Jokic in the post. He's got 34. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
They set the pick from deep. Payne. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
It's Watson on the wing. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic from deep three-point land. And it's Bane with the rebound.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a 3 to fall since.
Now here's Suggs. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now let's look at the leaderboard, specifically rebounding and who has been crashing the glass over the last month. Number 5 is Nikola Jokic.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Now a timeout called by Denver. Different look for Denver. Najee, he's checked in for Watson. Brown comes in for Jones. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Johnson. The Nuggets have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Najee. And here's Brown. Denver moving it around. Murray for 3. Good work defensively by Black. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too, so they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Here's Murray. He's got 15. Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Outside Hardaway from deep. And again, it's Denver missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Wagner, rebounded by Denver. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Outside, Brown. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Carter. In transition, the Magic on the run. And the dunk by Wagner.
Wagner's showing you how he can get out and run in the transition game.
Denver's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Here's Naji. Outside Hardaway. Fires from deep. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Bane. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Murray passes to Naji. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Jokic. Pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. To win the job. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, one of the things for Jokic that I see is his unorthodox style of play, I think, helps him in drawing fouls.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Bataze's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Wagner. And Jokic drops them both.
Well, Jokic is a true point center because he can do it all. He'll lead the break at times. He's one of the most unique talents in the NBA.
Banchero. Here's De Silva, defended by Brown. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Naji. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Bane. That's short off the rim.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Murray against Bane. Inside. Pass to Naji. Let's go with a 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Kicks it out to Bane. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's his 2nd made 3, first of this half.
Outside Murray. Here's Jokic. Bataze covering. Right side Hardaway. From the arc. Fires in the triple. Hardaway's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Here's Bane. Bane with another miss. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Pass to Jokic. And here's Hardaway. Naji passes to Jokic. Back to Naji. Launches it. And again, Denver with a 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Banchero right side. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
The Nuggets shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Now Jokic. Over Bataze. No good on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter, on the court for the Magic. They've got Anthony Black. He's out there with Jalen Suggs. Franz Wagner out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's De Silva in at the 4 spot.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And Wagner comes to help. Hardaway from outside. He drops it from range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Wagner. Yep, that one goes.
Good work by Wagner there, taking advantage of a point-blank opportunity.
The Nuggets shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. And here's Murray. Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. The deep 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Black outside. Here's Wagner. Buries it down low. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Pass to Najee. Back to Murray. Down low. It's stolen by Isaac. 3 on 3. Black passes to Wagner. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Graham.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Brown looking around. Outside Murray. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Chalk up 2 there.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Suggs against Murray. To the middle to stop the drought. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, it's good to see Murray looking to get others involved, seeking out his teammates, especially in the screen and roll set.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Suggs, the pass to Isaac. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Valanciunas down low. Isaac covering. He shoots it. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
That's a chance he typically converts.
Orlando moving the ball around. Black passes to Suggs. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
Valanciunas against Isaac. The shot. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. To the inside. Here's Wagner. And rejected. Suggs against Murray. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Isaac, the pass to Wagner. To the left wing. Lets the three fly. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray with it. Outside, Brown. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Brown. And here's Murray. He's covered by Suggs. On the take. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You know, on the drive, Suggs can be a bit unpredictable, which keeps him, I think, a step ahead of the defense. You don't want him knowing exactly what you're going to do.
Murray against Suggs. Now here's Murray, tightly guarded. Oh, got a piece of it. Isaac with the steal. From the right block. Suggs, no good. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Suggs against Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Najee. Now here's Valanciunas. Over Isaac. And again, it's Denver missing. Wagner against Brown. To the paint. Here's Suggs. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Now a timeout called by Denver. For our presentation of the player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. And Denver has possession. Outside Johnson. Brown, a screen on Wagner. Left side, Brown. High post, Valanciunas. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Suggs. From deep, and Carter gets it to go on the assist from Suggs.
3 points.
Suggs has got 5 assists tonight. For Denver, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter. Outside Watson to get back on track. And it's Bane with the rebound. The Magic have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the 4th. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Here's Pickett. Outside Watson. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Pickett. Valanciunas down low. Carter's there. Drains the triple.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Orlando moving the ball around. And again, it's Orlando converting.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Here's Pickett. It's Watson on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Carter, a screen on Johnson. Here's Banchero. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
A tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Pickett. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
6 to shoot. And Carroll passes to Carter. Rejected by Valanciunas.
Yeah, that shot didn't stand a chance. Can't sleep on JV's monstrous reach.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
2 on the clock. The 3 from Bane. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Pass to Brown. Now Johnson. It's Watson on the wing. Valanciunas finds Johnson. Sinks the tray.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Wagner outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the Nuggets call time here. 1.5 minutes left to play in the 4th. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Pickett.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
This was a great showing for them in the first of 2 games in the season series, stealing a 1-0 lead against Orlando.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Nikola Jokic.
He did it all tonight and had a triple-double to show for it, leading by example. He was tremendous.
Wagner can't get it to drop. Nice D from Valanciunas. Murray against Suggs. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. Murray against Suggs. Here's Jokic. Oh, and the jam by Jokic.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And Carroll against Johnson. Pass to Suggs to stop the run. Buries it from 3.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Now here's Murray. Outside Johnson. And here's Brown. Stolen by Carter. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
All right, thanks, B.A. Nikola, huge scoring output for you. How would you describe the night you had?
It was good. I think I scored a lot in the first quarter. The shots was going in, you know. I was shooting a little bit more, so my teammates were finding me, and coach was running play for me. So it was a good night for me.
I know you like to pass, but your team needs you to score early. Guys?
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.